In a Minecraft social experiment, I have placed 200 players on this island in the middle of the ocean. Here, resources are limited and an official currency is in place. Also, everyone has a single life, meaning if you die, you get banned from the server. The players all have their own money to trade with. Using that, they will be able to simulate a functioning economy. It will be completely up to the players to write their own story. Be a businessman, a thief, politician, or even a banker. Will the players be driven by greed and kill each other for more money, or will they collaborate and have a thriving economy? Everything that happened in this video has chained up to create an insane story that, trust me, you do not want to miss. So lay back and grab a snack. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Minecraft Economy Edition. Before we start, if you want to participate in events like this one, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord in the description. Day 1. At the start of the session, we allowed everyone onto the map. All the players spawned one by one in the middle of this huge plains biome that will at one point be a town that they will all live in. This biome is located on a larger island in the middle of the ocean, making the resources here very limited. When making the map, I did it on purpose so the players would be forced to share this tiny space and see what would happen when they were confronted to those limitations in terms of resources. As expected, the first thing that everyone did was spreading in all directions, getting some wood from the trees and searching for caves to mine in. But this was not everyone's plan. Some people stayed back right away and started working on streets for the village. Also, in the distance was a pre-placed building. When getting closer, the players realized it was a bank that was closed for the first day, but we'll talk more about this bank later on.
I got 2 diamonds from the cave.
How much are those worth?
$10 together.
$10, okay. Once the players finished gathering items, most of them gathered back at the center of the island to start working on their houses. Shortly after, I gathered all the players around as it was time to give all of them a random amount of money to start with. Someone's gonna jumpstart that economy after all. The money on the server that everyone is using is called gold coins. 1 gold ingot is worth 9 of those coins, so each coin is the equivalent of a golden nugget. The money is gonna roll on your screen. There's gonna be like a randomizer and you're gonna get a random amount of money. Alright? It will display in tab and tab will get reorganized by who has the most money to least. Here we go, gang.
Money! Money! Money!
All the players received their money. It was very diverse. Most players had around 1,500 coins. The richer ones had 3,000, but the poorest were already in debt, down to minus 300 coins. Listen, to make this experiment accurate, we need some rich and poor.
How much do I need to pay to get mango?
5k.
5k? Okay. What if I do a little dance?
Ooh, 2k.
2k?
Okay, hold on.
What? Bruh.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Get over there, go kiss.
Go on.
Alright, let's go, gang. Let's go.
Ooh, look at the moves. Okay. Here.
You can bet multiple ingots. Alright, that works. If you win, I'll give it back plus an extra. If you lose, I keep it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
A cake.
I know it.
It's a cookie.
Alright. It's a correct!
Ah, good job!
Ooh, I got richer! Once everyone had their money, it did not take too long for the first businesses to appear. This player here built himself a little stand where he was preparing and selling food. Knowing that other players were too busy building, there would be a demand on food. What is this lovely shack? What do you sell here?
This is my half-built shop where I sell some foods.
Foods? Okay.
Food, yeah.
What and for how much?
Well, I sell it for iron. Each piece of food is about 2 iron nuggets.
Can I buy 5?
You can buy 5, of course you can.
JDK, let me show you a better option. Okay? Come over here. Alright. You see this lovely house? Look how nice it is, okay? Okay, come inside.
Is it for sale?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Real estate.
Close property. So, what do you think about this?
Great deal, I think.
Okay. 35 coins. No! Please, I didn't even pay off.
Some other people had different ideas to make money, but to me it sounded more like a pyramid scheme. Just listen to that.
The business is you recruit people into the business, so we have more people into the business, and you tell them to recruit more people into the business, so we have even more people into the business. You understand? Or a lot of people get confused when I explain the business.
While flying around looking at all the buildings that players were building and all the styles they were building with, I found this. What is this monstrosity? This is low-key freaky. Thankfully, the rest of the players were actually taking that seriously, and everywhere you would look, you would find some lovely build being worked on. It was soon the end of the session, and the sun started to set on all the half-completed bases. I had to stop a player from jumping off the roof of the bank.
I have no money!
Go back, go back, go back! Then everyone entered their bases and logged off for the day. At the start of the second day, something very important was getting prepared. Let me introduce you to Galaxy. He's the owner of the bank. In a couple of minutes, the bank will be open for all players of the server, so he was basically preparing his employees for that moment. On the first floor of the bank, there is this dude called Johnny. This villager allows the players to trade ores for more money. Also, they will all have access to the /pay command that allows them to pay money to each others. It did not take too long for players to start flooding the bank to sell the ores they collected yesterday.
Can I kill Johnny?
Try, bro. Do you really want to deal with Jeff the bouncer behind you?
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know if I want to deal with 7'5", 300-pound fucking, what is his name again?
Jeff the bouncer. With the bank opening and players being able to pay each other, the opportunities for businesses was at all-time high. Everyone was spamming announcements about their businesses in the Discord, with locations for their stores, house building, loans, horses, gardening, food, consulting, and whatever this is. The economy was starting to grow, but where there is money, there is power, and an election for the president of the island was going to be held today. Multiple people wanted to present themselves, but all had different strategies. Some just talked about it around town, and others posted propaganda posters in chat. This was a very important decision that the players had to take. Choosing the wrong person could get all of them trapped as a dictator. Everyone gathered on the side of the center lake where a stage was built. Many players were running for the pre-election and stepped up on the stage, and a first round of votes was ran to lower the numbers down to 6 candidates. Those players are the one who will be giving speeches and try to convince the crowd.
You're all hard workers. I mean, look around you, right? Just yesterday this was a field of green, and now it's a bustling village with the opportunity.
If I'm elected, there will be no debt, there will be no death, and you will not be deprived of your potential. Get out of the pit, vote for Kermit.
Before I begin, I just want to make it clear, I did not use ChatGPT like some others probably did. This one comes straight from me because I believe leadership should be about, once I become mayor, I will create districts around the city. I will create jobs such as police. I will allow for our nation to develop.
To all the workers and the poor class, I stand here not above you in status, but as your equal. Galaxy is the one with the power already. This bank has made its riches off of the backs of our work.
Hello, nation! I am a person. I go through the same struggles as you. I'm doing this for the people. I'm not walking up on the stage with a sheet in hand with words written out for me. I'm doing this from the heart. The only thing I do have is a plan.
Once everyone was done with their speeches, the players all were given some time to vote. Alright, in first position, with 28 votes. First position, Sodax.
Chat, we only take wins. I'm your new mayor.
Sodax was the winner of the elections, and with that, he's now nominated president of the island. After the elections, all the players went back to working on their bases and businesses. After all, you know what they say, time is money.
Look, I started a fish shop. How original.
1 cod for 1. Good price.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be 1 for 2.
Okay. Oh, I see.
You like my
it's
little
great.
shop?
I love
I'm
how
proud
it's
of
on
it.
the street, you're catching all the clients. While touring the city, I met this player called Perp, who was the second richest man after the owner of the bank, Galaxy. He had big plans and even had workers working the mines for him, getting him some ores while he was building his house.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the banker, I'm gonna buy his life out. He's gonna be gone soon.
You're gonna buy this building? The bank?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the bank from him.
Later, I was informed by the staff that someone did an illegal kill on a player.
I have a bow and 3 arrows. It's your choice. It's your choice, bro. It's your choice.
What dragon?
He's on the. He just got punched off. He's dead. Run.
We didn't know who it was. All we knew is that this player called Fender was present when the kill happened. So I decided to question him.
My friend is a secret.
A secret? Oh, a secret. Is a secret more variable than your life, Fender?
No. No. Listen, wait. Can I ask what are you gonna do to him?
Oh, Fender. You should ask what we're gonna do with you if you don't say.
I already know, just tell me!
Oh wow, those resources are looking fancy, Fender!
No, you can't
What
do
is
that!
all of this?
The man who shot, it was Nick Panera.
Stand in the queue!
Is this for what I did to, I forgot his name.
What did-
No, never mind,
drink
I didn't-
this. Drink this! What
Wait,
did you do
it's
to
a
this
minute.
poor kid? You shot him.
Yo.
He had dreams. He had a family.
I'm sorry. I'm
What
dropping
did
stuff
you say? Should I take a shot?
Nettie, please don't
Oh,
do this.
should I take a shot?
No, please.
Should I take a shot, Natty?
Please,
I have a bow. Should I take a shot? Torturing players aside, apparently all the richest players of the server gathered at the second floor of the bank earlier today and decided to work on something called the Fox Games, where they would force all the poorest players to compete in some games for entertainment. I'm not sure what this plan is about, but we'll see in the future. For now, it was already the end of the second session. The sun was setting on our new booming economy, and Sodax was already preparing things for the next day. Before we go on with the rest of the video, if you find this economy stuff in Minecraft interesting and want to try it for yourself, let me tell you about Santoria. This is my public Minecraft server that has a huge player economy similar to the one in this video. Players are able to go to the server bank and exchange ores for money. There's also multiple shops that you can interact with to sell various resources or even make one of your own for other players to use. People are so dedicated on that server that there is even an economy guild with players that track changes in the economy and study market prices. Santoria though is about a lot more than just money. You can make your own nation, roleplay, write your own story, and even go to war. If you want to test out Santoria for yourself, you can join using the IP on screen and in the description.
I'm being told I need a loan.
Oh, well, if you need a loan, we can make that
Oh,
happen. That's
no.
what we do here. How much would you require?
A lot. You know what a lot is?
Trust me, Hex, if anybody on the server knows what a lot is, it's me.
In the bank, Galaxy was giving deal after deal, loaning money to players to later make more money off of what they will pay him back. The bank even had its own marketing posters that they would post in chats for players to see, getting more and more players to visit the bank and loan money.
The interest would be I give you $500 now, and then by the end of tomorrow's session, you pay me back $800.
800?
Outside of the bank, on day 3 the town was looking more full and alive than ever. With a government being appointed, a bank running, and almost everyone having their own businesses, the island was now practically a full functional economy.
Take him off. Hey, no, out.
Yo!
What's
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Government inspection! Turn the place upside down, boys. Search it up. Search it up.
Did you clean up? No, yo!
Wait. Whoa.
There's room for, huh?
What? Early in the day, the president gathered everyone at the stage for some announcements.
I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far, as the many to come.
He appointed himself a council, a bunch of players who help him organize things. The island was then separated into districts, and for each district a player was nominated to represent them. And finally, they announced that the island was now named after the president. Sodaxia. I don't know, it's a name. Without losing time, Sodax quickly gathered all of the reps that he just appointed to have their first meeting.
You are the ambassadors of your own districts. Make sure you take pride in your work. I want the best that you can offer. No slouching, nothing of the sorts.
At the same time, on the other side of the island, this player called Ghost was chosen by the government to be the head of the police department, and he started recruiting players to be the police officers. To the eyes of the public, the Sodax government was looking good. The players then were up to some more casual activities. In front of the bank, a wedding was being hosted.
Now, you both may kiss and bring together your guys' cherished love.
After attending the wedding, I went to check on what was happening on this island that was in the middle of the lake, where I think I found a scam?
This is a martial arts school, and we're an extremely prestigious martial arts school, so you have to pay us to be our student.
Can I have a martial arts, demonstration?
Bro, here, bro. Look at this flip. You didn't even see that, bro. You'd already be on the ground knocked out if I was being serious, bro.
Selling cactus and sugarcane. Selling cactus and sugarcane. Selling cactus and sugarcane. What a great advertisement. At one point, I went to check back on this dude called Perp. Remember the guy who had big ambitions yesterday? Apparently, he passed Galaxy in money and he was building his own bank. And he did not miss on going to the bank to flex on Galaxy.
Hey, Galaxy!
Galaxy!
Hello.
Scoreboard!
Scoreboard!
Your businesses have done well for you, man.
This place is looking nice. I could live here, man. I'm looking to buy this place soon.
No, are you now? Unfortunately, it is not for sale.
Is your life for sale?
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I have a friend of mine who recently got a loan from me.
Okay.
He said you gave him 500, but
Sure.
he has to pay you 800 back.
Correct.
Seems a bit steep.
Okay.
The rivalry between Galaxy and Perp seems to just be starting, and it will be interesting to see what will happen with that next. For now, not much more happened on that day. The players kept on building and expanding the town, a police station was starting to be worked on, new businesses were appearing everywhere, and the Perp Bank was looking like it was going to open its doors very soon. On the fourth day, the economy was at all-time high. There was practically businesses for everything that you might need. Players were taking that so seriously that they even created stocks to track the performance of certain businesses. This is insane. For some reason though, today gambling was very popular among the players. While flying around, I found this redstone slots machine that players were gambling at.
Keep trying, you never know.
Next one will be your big win. Next one will be your big win.
Ooh, almost. Then I went to a food store and they also made me gamble for how much pork chops I was getting.
So I will go out back, kill a pig, and whatever it drops is the amount of chops you get.
Okay.
Alright, you lucked out. You got 3.
Behind the bank, this player called Suit, who came second during the elections on day 2, opened what he called the Workers' Union, a place where all the workers could sign up and join, and he would make sure that their workers' rights were respected. I also stumbled upon this meeting at a business. They were having some sort of disagreement and they were discussing about how they should fire this player called Shoof.
I used to work here as the head of the company with Young Lee. I go 2 days, I come back, I'm fired.
Huh?
Stop this shit.
Ray.
We sell
I think,
sugarcane.
I think I have to do something more than fire him, if you catch my drift.
Nah. Ray, don't catch his drift. Who started it? Who hired all of you here? I did. Who got you the first sugarcane? I did. Who organized this whole thing? I did. You guys ran it for me. Yes, I wasn't here, but this is what support is. I started this whole thing for all of you. And now you want to kick me out? Sure.
You have to give credit to companies, to our employees.
I agree. You have a lot of credit. You
I
ran this
paid
thing.
King to do this. You paid no one.
Somehow the conversation shifted and quickly escalated, and they passed from firing Shoof to firing Shoof, aka killing him.
I'm sorry, Shoof, but the business is Y and B, not Y and C.
You know.
Oh no!
Get away!
Don't let them get away!
Wait, everyone.
Shoof jumped out the window and started running while they were chasing him to kill him. Shoof entered the bank and started screaming for help.
People aren't struggling out there.
What?
The employees of the bank instantly alerted the police, and Ghost, the head of the police department, instantly showed up at the bank to handle the situation. Ghost took all of them to the police station and started questioning all of them about what just happened. They decided to all lie and make it sound like Shoof attacked them first and they were just defending themselves. But luckily for Shoof, he showed up at the station at the perfect time and started defending himself.
They tried to kill me!
Hey, we didn't have such thing! This guy is alive!
Then they say, you know, we need to do more than just kick you out, and they start putting me out. I jump off the window.
You threatened me! You threatened me!
After talking with both parties and hearing Shoof's story, the police confiscated the items of the attackers and put them in surveillance cells under the station.
I did everything for that company!
Okay,
Everything! I got us to where we are today!
Yeah, look where you are. You're in prison. That's where you are.
To most people on the island, the Sodax government was looking great, but it was not everyone's opinion. In a hidden location underground, a group of rebels was forming. The leader of the group was this player called Kermit. He was one of the candidates who was running for the elections on day 2.
Nora, what was your information?
From what I've seen, Sodax is most definitely planning something, and from what I've heard, people, they're starting something, what's it called, Squid Games? They're starting a Squid Games.
He's starting that.
And we can't let that happen.
To their eyes, the Sorax government was working with the bank, and it was a matter of time before it becomes corrupt. And this was without even mentioning the fact that they were hearing rumors about the rich working with the government to host this questionable event called the Fox Games. The rebels even noticed a huge building that was being worked on the side of the island. This could only be related with the Fox Games. Conspiracies aside, on the island, the Perp Bank was finally opening its doors today. Equipped with a Johnny of their own, the players could now visit the bank and exchange ores for money. And over that, they had better loan rates than the official bank. Galaxy of course heard of all of that, and he did not lose time to go and see it from his own eyes.
So I have been noticing there are some people that tried to come in here and talk with me and get a meeting with me that aren't from Slakeside. Should I just send them your way?
As bankers here, there's no necessary, like the lines that we've drawn on the map. Come on, Perp, they're imaginary. They're not real. If you wanna,
They're very
if there
real to
are,
me.
are they real to you? Oh,
Yes,
well.
Slakeside is not the same area as Piltover.
I don't want to overstep what your beliefs. And Slakeside is your jurisdiction for your bank, and you want to send everybody else to me. I see no reason why we can't do something like that.
It was not a secret that Galaxy was not happy with this entire Perp Bank operation, and that he would be making plans to take care of that. But while he was busy to save his bank, I was standing on top of it, about to unleash my master plan. To make this experience more realistic, you see, in real life when you make money, there are those things called taxes. And I coded this entire money system that the players have been interacting with since day one. But what they don't know is that every single transaction, payment, items sold, and everything is being tracked by my code. And I am about to run a command that will calculate how much everyone owes in taxes on their profit. And they will have a couple of minutes to pay their taxes, and whoever doesn't pay them right will face consequences.
Who needs to pay taxes if you are so poor that you have sent nothing, you've received nothing, you sold nothing?
Once the time was up, my code did all the calculations and checked if everyone sent the correct amount of money. Spoilers, they did not. All the result was sent to me by my bot on this Discord channel. With the other staff members as the NRS, the nation's revenue services, we went to confront and collect money from everyone who didn't pay right. And trust me, we were not gonna be gentle. NRS!
Open up!
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Open up the door!
Open up!
Oh.
Search the place, upside down.
Seriously, have a chest up here?
What's this place?
Ooh,
take everything.
these
Take all of
apples?
this. Take all of this.
I'll pay. Whatever you
1 to 3. You're missing 1 coin!
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Slash pay, JJK.
No. Alex, this armor's looking good. Take it! NRS!
Open up!
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
It's opened up. Search the place. Search
what do I
the
see?
place. I think this armor is worth 77. Alex, take it!
I'll take all of that.
After I was done with collecting taxes, Galaxy had a meeting with the government. As the rebels expected it, they were working closely together. With the rise of the Perp Bank, the Sorax administration would lose the control of some of the money and Galaxy would lose some clients. The both of them had a common interest in getting rid of the Perp Bank. And what is easier than killing someone when you want to get rid of him? Galaxy's plan was simple. Take him somewhere far and eliminate him. Without him in charge of his business, the bank would soon fall. The main issue is that Perp never went anywhere alone without his bodyguard Kai that closely followed him everywhere. To deal with that, the government issued a fake arrest warrant for Kai, making the police put him in a cell, leaving Perp defenseless for some time.
Again, would you rather this tow or would you rather another one?
Actually, can I have this one?
Yeah, enjoy yourself, I don't mind.
It was the perfect moment. Perp was in front of the police station waiting for Kai to be released, and Galaxy was waiting in front of the police station talking with Perp like he had no idea about what was happening. He then took the opportunity and told him that he wanted to talk with him about business in a secluded area.
Here. We can go. There's a house over here.
Hey, stay over there. I'm trying to talk to Galaxy. I'm just trying to talk to Galaxy alone.
The plan worked. Perp was eliminated, but Kai was still in prison, and he could keep running the business if he was still alive. Galaxy went inside of the station to finish the job.
perp is no longer with us, and I find that to be impartially your fault because, well, you weren't there to protect him. Imagine if you were right there, you never know. You could have been the one to save his life. And unfortunately, that's something that I think you'll have to take to the grave, Kai. Listen. Oh, and Kai, one more thing. Scoreboard.
With that, it was soon the end of the day. The government and Galaxy had perfectly executed their plan, but what they didn't know is that a rebellion was slowly forming to take them down, and Kermit had already doubled their numbers. Today, the players were having a peaceful morning. A horse race was organized that I assisted to. The players were placing bets and had multiple laps to see who the winner of the race would be. In the bank, Galaxy was having meeting after meeting, as he was once again the only available bank. Not far behind the bank, a courthouse was being built and financed by the government to judge anyone that the police station would arrest. When the sun had fully risen in the sky, Sodax announced that he was holding a speech and everyone gathered.
Citizens of this nation, if you have less than 1,250 coins, you must participate in the Fox Games. With elimination games, fun, right? After the rounds happen, there will be less and less participants, until finally there is one, which will win all of the prize money, which could be upwards of 10,000 to 20,000 coins.
Sodax announced that every player under 1,500 coins are forced to participate in the newly announced Fox Games. On the side of the island, a massive building was built where the Fox Games were going to be held. The construction was directed by Shotpawns and I Am Maker, who are the two players who were running the games. Everyone gathered in front of the building. It was massive, spectacular. No one knew what was about to happen inside, but they were excited. One by one, if they had more than 1,500 coins, they bought an entrance ticket and walked inside to the viewers' platform. If they had less though, they were directed to the players' entrance, where the police force was mobilized to search every participant one by one, making sure that they had no items inside of the building. They had to fully fill their inventories with shovels to make sure that they had nothing on them before being cleared to go inside. The top of the economy richest players, them were invited to a special VIP room at the top of the building, where they were having an exclusive viewing experience to the games, as they were the ones that financed all of it. 20 minutes later, everyone had been checked and the spectators were let inside. The VIPs were waiting in excitement and the players were moved to the game area. Above them, a huge glass box contains all the gold that the winner will be receiving.
Thank you for attending Fox Games. It is an honor to be hosting this spectacle of an event. I hope you all enjoy the entertainment of a lifetime. Let the games begin.
Alright, guards, please open the gate to red light, green light. Participants, do not cross the starting line. In a moment, we'll be playing classic red light, green light. We will begin now. Green light. Red light. Locked Adventures, please go back to the starting line. Green light. Red light. Red light. Oh. Everyone who moved, please go back to the starting line. And do not continue. Stay there. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Green light. All who were eliminated, this was a safe round. You will all stay in the games. Everyone, please go back to the waiting area.
Guards, please open the gate to the next game. Participants, please get into groups of 5. The next game is isolation. In a moment, one person will have to volunteer to eliminate themselves from the games. If one person does not volunteer, in 3 minutes, the entire group is eliminated. Good luck. 30 seconds left to decide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It seems that every group has picked a volunteer. The volunteers will now be executed. Congrats on everyone else who has moved on.
The guards killed the players who were eliminated, and everyone was shocked. No one here knew that those games involved the deaths of the participants. All the spectators were speechless, but with the amount of guards, no one could do anything but watch. The participants them were scared. Any wrong move now could get them killed.
Guards, please open the gate to the next game. For this challenge, you'll be doing simple parkour. Make it to the other side and move on. If you fall, you will be eliminated on the spot. Good luck. Tsunami, eliminated. Lumaru, eliminated. Eliminated. Monk's Adventures, eliminated. Iron Wolf, eliminated. So many people. How disappointing. You two are the final remaining contestants. Please get down from the parkour. You two will now battle it out to be the final winner. Circle the contestants. Contestants, begin. Nix Lunari, congrats on being the final remaining contestant. Unfortunately for you, no one was actually going to win this. You are eliminated. I'm sorry. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the entertainment of a lifetime. You may all go back to doing whatever you were doing before the Sodax announcement. Have a good day.
The games were over. Everyone was shocked by what just happened and furious at the government for allowing this to happen. Sodax explained to the people that him and the government were not aware of the killing part in the games and that the organizer would face the consequences of their actions. In reality, Sodax did know all of that. Not even half an hour after everyone left the Fox Games buildings, Soot, the representative of the workers' union, hired a lawyer and started working on a court case against Shotpuns, the organizer of the Fox Games.
I can't believe Maker and Shotpuns would organize this, and Sodax were just completely fine with it.
I just don't know what went through their minds when they thought that they could play with people's lives for money. No amount of money worth someone's life. As the official partnered lawyer, I'm gonna sue Shotpuns.
Without losing time, Soot took the book he made with his lawyer and made his way to Shotpuns and told him that he was getting sued.
Shotpuns.
What do you want? What is this?
I think it's you getting sued, buddy.
Shut up. God damn it. Dude. Dude!
Later that day, inside of the courthouse.
Court is now in session. Please be seated. We will be addressing the case of Shotpuns organizing an illegal event.
Members of the court, 20 people died. 20 innocent lives are now gone.
Luna MC, no eating in the courthouse, or you will be escorted out of the courthouse.
I'm hungry.
Sora, please finish your statement.
Multiple human rights violations, unlawful imprisonment, and criminal conspiracy. This is a stand for justice, and a stand for the 20 people who will never respawn.
Honorable Judge, I present to you the case of a man who had his arm twisted behind his back. He associated himself with the wrong people and realized too late.
If you really felt that this was wrong, why did you keep going?
I had no choice.
What do you mean by you had no choice?
The only way out was through the games. I couldn't stop it.
Were you aware that the Fox Games was going to happen?
Yes.
And yet you went along with the plan?
They forced me.
You keep referring to someone as they. Who's they?
I can't say.
Shotpuns, if you fail to provide more evidence of your innocence...
I can't say!
You may go back to your place. The court has ruled guilty. Shotpuns, you owe a fine of 50k or its death penalty. Court is over.
This is ridiculous, Your Honor.
Everyone
it's
out.
Ridiculous.
Sir, this is just an effort.
It's not fair.
This is just an effort to profit off of suffering.
The court has ruled. And this trial is over.
My fault. Y'all want to know something? Shoof was there. He was there in the VIP room.
Shotpuns, any last words?
I take the good with the bad.
With all that happened yesterday, the rebellion was not going to wait longer. Shotpons is the one that got executed, but they knew that behind the scenes, Galaxy and Sodax were the ones that were truly pulling the strings.
Today is the day. We gotta take everything. We need to stop the mayor, and once we do that, we can have revolution!
Yeah!
Today, Sodax was having a speech, and the rebels were going to take the opportunity to take over the government. They all prepared and made their way to the speech area, waiting for Sodax to start.
Citizens of Sodaxia, how are you feeling? Today's a good day. I'm gonna announce a few new laws I thought of. First of all, Fox Games 2, that's coming up. Everybody that's under 4,000 coins has to participate no matter what. Alright, stop with the chickens, Hey, okay, for that, I'm increasing all the taxes for all of them. All of the taxes, 200% up.
This needs to stop, Sodax.
Bro, who are you?
Gone too far.
Police, can you come in
Sodax asked for the police to take care of the rebels, but Ghost had enough. The government has been using the police to do their dirty work all along. It was time for justice.
We need to give the people what they want. Follow me.
What? I'll pay you.
Follow
You can't
me.
arrest me.
I'm
Bro.
sorry to say, Sodax, but the power has gone to you.
Well, it hasn't.
Sodax was arrested and walked to the police station.
Ghost, where are you taking me?
Yes, I'm taking you to the police station, Sodax. I'm sorry.
Why?
It has to be this way. Sodax, you've became corrupt. This is not
You
what
need
I
to
thought
listen
would
to me. You're
happen.
not gonna get paid if you don't listen to me.
I don't need money. You weren't even paying me in the first place. Sodax,
Am I out?
drop all your stuff.
Oh.
Oh, drop all your stuff.
All of it? Man, even my armor?
Yes.
Well, I look fresh with it though.
Once the president was secured inside of the cell, the police, with the help of the rebels, started moving towards the bank to arrest Galaxy for his crimes.
Can we get some down with the governments in the chat?
Oh shit.
What is going on? I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
I like that!
I knew it!
Galaxy was not gonna let himself get captured that easily. At the entrance of the bank, it was rigged with TNT, killing a total of 4 players, adding more to the list of crimes and charges against him. Regardless of that, Ghost made his way inside to arrest him.
Oh, have the hyenas finally learned that they can take the lion? Fine, we can go. Where are we off to, Ghost? Please, take me away. You know, I always have been one to put on a show. I do hope you understand. It's nothing personal, of course.
Galaxy was placed in a cell next to Sodax while waiting for his trial.
Everyone, this was going to be a class action lawsuit. I will hear what Kermit and Ghost have to say about Sodax and Galaxy, and then I will be making a judgment. Ghost, Kermit, the floor is yours.
Galaxy killed Catboy Kai. It was all because of some petty bank drama. No one really knows what happened to Perp, but we suspect that Galaxy also killed Perp in some way.
We've had multiple counts of people being executed under Sodax's will. I've actually heard Galaxy discussing the creation of the Fox Games, which is why this revolution started in the first place.
There is a very, very thin line between a man and a monster. 2 people in this room have crossed this line. We are not going to. You will keep your lives. However, Galaxy, Sodax, I sentence you both to exile. You may never, ever step in this town, and you can enjoy the rest of your lives knowing what you've done. End of court. Police, take them.
Sodax, Galaxy, this is the last time I'll be seeing both of you.
Allegedly.
We'll be back.
Oh, you'll learn.
The both of them were sentenced to exile. They both entered the boat and sailed into the horizon, never to be seen again. Later that day, once the sun started setting, Kermit, the head of the rebellion, held a speech to the public.
Everyone, we are now free from Sodax's reign and the corruptness of the bank. I would like to show Sodax's armor. This is the end of an era, the end of tyranny. We say goodbye. Sodax is no longer. We are free. We now have a new bank, Perp Bank, a just bank. And now there will be no more taxes. No more taxing the poor. No more poor people dying. Equality for everyone.
A new state was established, The bank building was rebought by the Perp Bank and was now operated by them. Justice was served for the people who did wrong, and the flag of the rebellion was blowing in the wind. Taxes were abolished and the people of the island were happy. So, to answer my question from the beginning of the video, what happens when you put 200 people on an island with a money system? It seems like, similar to real life, people will always strive for more money and more power, sometimes even losing their humanity and compassion in the process. The more a heart craves for gold, the less it feels for others. In the pursuit for more money, power becomes the prize, and your humanity the cost. On this, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those kind of videos take ages for me to produce, and I work on them all by myself. So if you want to support my work, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below. Also, don't forget to check out Santoria. On this, it's been Ray. I'll see you next time.
Alright, what's up now? Are we gay?
I don't know.
So,
We're just
are we
chill.
gay? Are we gay lovers now? Like, what's going on?
I don't know about that part.